What up, what up, what up, y'all? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one. This one is not rankings because we're getting to the end, right? We're getting to the end, and I'm starting to just see how things are laying out. Now, this video is more about the predictions I see for the couples, okay? At I don't want to say the number one couple, but I will say the first couple I see making it is Alonzo and Patrice. Okay. Now, Alonzo and Patrice are a bit of a uh, sort of an odd couple that actually works. Like I said before, I think that your boy Alonzo kind of remind me of Snoop Dogg. Okay. And Patrice is probably a lot like Snoop's wife. I think her name is Shantae or something like that. It doesn't look like it should work, but it does work. Okay. So I think that they're going to be okay. I just think that Patrice needs to accept the fact that Alonzo is her guy, which is, I'm not sure she is actually doing right now. She's still kind of confusing herself with certain things and still looking to bag Chaz because Chaz is that dude. He got the looks. Apparently, he got the money. So, and what else is there? A woman. He got all of the tangibles, the superficial tangibles that women look for. Okay, he probably, I don't know how tall he is. Probably got the height. I mean, even Lonzo is taller, but he probably got the height. He probably got the looks. He probably got the money. And he got all of the metrics that women are looking for. So, like any other woman, she's trying to secure the what can be considered the guy with the that's checking off the most boxes. Okay, and it looks like that guy is Chaz. Now, let me speak on Chaz. Chaz is a guy who doesn't seem like a guy who is a bad brother at all. He just don't know how to be decisive when it comes to who he's looking for, or he doesn't really like any of the women that are left on the show like that. Okay, he's probably looking to bag a chick off the show that probably sees him on TV. He probably figured he could do better uh in the open market, as they say, than actually choosing one of these ladies. It's not a bad strategy. I'm not gonna hold you. It's not a bad strategy for men. This is why a lot of elite men don't even do RTL because they got it like that. They can pick and choose whatever woman they want, and don't need the show. Some might say, "Well, why did Chaz come on the show?" And I will probably say, "He's a peacock." Okay. He wants to show his feathers to everybody. He wants to be on TV. He wants to open the market up a little bit. That's what a peacock does. It peacocks, it shows its tail, you know? And it you know, it shows off it that's what a peacock does. Okay, so why not use the platform of TV to get your name out there, to get your notoriety out there, to let the world know you're in the open market. All right. And that way you can bag the nicest chick that's out there. And that chick may not even be on the show. He probably figured he could do better than the chicks that's on the show, that's left on the show. I'm not gonna hold you. I really think that's his thing. However, I think Alonzo has showed a lot of intention. I think Alonzo has showed some relationship intelligence. The only knock on the brother is his youthful approach. Okay. Um, to some women, it comes off as him being inexperienced. So if you're inexperienced when talking to women or dealing with women, they probably gonna think you're inexperienced in some other things too. It's just how their mind goes. Now, Patrice is overlooking that because there's been no man on this show who showed her more attention than Zoe. He practically kept her on the show, and she practically kept him on the show. I think she did have a good connection with Will. And, listen, the way this woman responded when Will went home, I'm going to tell you, y'all, that's a wife. That's a wife. There is no woman left on the show that is more of a wife than Patrice. You heard it here first at Black Man Rankings. Okay? There is no woman left on the show that is more of a wife than Patrice. This woman shows wife to me all the time. If I was on the show right now, I can't believe I'm saying this, but if I was on the show right now, she would be the first woman I would propose to. With the women left, she would be the first woman I would propose to. I'm not even that physically connected to Patrice like that. But that don't matter. When you're choosing a wife, what she bring to the table is way more important. And she's a beautiful woman. Don't get, and let's look. She's a beautiful woman. And she looks even more beautiful to me because of how she moves. And this is the part I don't think a lot of women understand. You could be the most gorgeous woman. Like, to me, the women left, they're all very attractive women, all of them. I'm not going to tell you who I'm the most attracted to because I'm going to do a ranking at the end of the season. I'm going to do a full ranking of all the women. I'm going to rank the men too, but not on looks because I don't, but on the women, face, body, personality, and who I would propose to first of all the women that were on the show, all 10 of them. And I already got the list. Okay. But I'm still trying to see some things because sometimes I rearrange things, and I'm going to tell you. Patrice is the first woman I would propose to on the show. Yes, over Vanessa. Vanessa don't even really want to be a wife. She even said that. She's not ready to be a wife. She just wants to date. So all the people who pushing for Vanessa, there's no question that Patrice wants to be a wife. So she will be the first one I would propose to. So shout out to her. Shout out to Alonzo. I really hope y'all connect. I really hope y'all work it out. I hope y'all still together. That's just how it is. Next couple up is, can't believe I'm saying this, Justin and Shamika. All right. Now, Justin and Shamika is a couple that I think is going to go to the end also. Justin seen something in Shamika, and I think LaRon seen it too. LaRon said, in the inside, she's a big softie, and I think Justin seen that in Shamika too. She is coming off a lot more soft now, and she stuck to her guns. She stuck to her way, and it looked like it worked out for her. Good for her. I think Justin kept her in the house. I think that bringing him in was the best thing to happen to her, and on many different levels. And I was very impressed by how she had a bedside manner to Justin when he got sick. I mean, she is a mom, so you sort of expect that, but nonetheless, she showed like she really cared for Justin. Now, what happened? What happened? When that door closed, only them two know. But I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised if they consummated their situation. Let's just put it that way. All right. And uh maybe cheeks was clapping in that room. Let's just say that. But um do I think this can last? I think surprisingly, I do think that this can last because Justin has the patience to deal with Shamika. Shamika's probably going to run all over him. I said before, Justin will probably do good with an alpha woman or a woman who, um, you know, has somewhat of masculine energy. I think he would do well because he has the patience to deal with that. Not saying she do got some masculine energy. I ain't gonna front, but I'm not calling her a man or nothing. But she got some very aggressive and masculine ways sometimes. But she showed she could be soft too. So, especially when she was taking care of Justin. So, you know, she got both. She could go either way. But Justin is the same way. He could go either way. He can go soft, he can go manly too. So that's probably why they're evening each other out, because they can flip flop emotional genders and still it's like a magnet. It's like a positive and negative magnet, right? It's like spooky action at a distance. What's that term that Einstein used? It's that entanglement. Okay, it's that entanglement. And that entanglement, if y'all know physics, that entanglement is you could be all the way on the other side of the universe. And if I'm positive, you're gonna be negative. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna always be in sync some kind of way. If I decide to go positive, you go negative. If you go negative, I go positive. Doesn't matter how far apart we are, we have that entanglement to where we can uh, magnetize and still be considered one. And I think they both have that energy. That's why they're finding balance, because they've entangled. They probably did a whole lot of entangling in that room in that getaway. It was a romantic scene, setting. They had fireworks and it was swimming and had good eats. Yeah, why not finish the weekend off with a nice smash? I ain't mad at that. But their personalities are complementing each other right now, and if they're entangled like that, now the problem is going to start when one is not going to want to conform to the other mood swings, and then they're going to start finding conflict. Like I will be surprised if they still together. I think they could keep the entanglement going, and when I say entanglement, I mean personality wise, as far as masculine, feminine. But I would be surprised if they still together by the reunion, because I don't know how long they can keep flip flopping those emotions. I think Shamika just has to stay feminine in order for this to work, and I don't know if she has the capability of just stay feminine, so I can be the man, I could be masculine. That's the law. That's the natural order of things. But I think she's going to flip masculine, and then Justin got to turn feminine, and he's probably going to do that a couple times until he gets tired of turning feminine, and then they're going to probably break up. So if they're together by the reunion, I will be surprised. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna hold you. Next couple up is LaRon and Maya. I think this is the third couple that's going to make it to the finale. I think that even though I don't understand how they move, but they're young though. They're pretty young. I think they're 31, 30, something like that, 32. They're still young, figuring things out. So I don't understand how they move all the way. But I like them together. I like them together. They got to agree to grow together, though. And I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. Now, I don't think that's the finale is next week. I don't think it is. I think that they meet the parents and all that next week. And I think that LaRon's patience is going to be tested. You got to remember, LaRon has that only child syndrome. He don't understand nobody else's point of view but his own. Only child syndrome. He don't understand nobody else's point of view except his own. That's going to get him in trouble no matter who he matches up with. No matter who he matches up with, that's going to get him in trouble. LaRon is the type of guy that needs to go to a country where, I'm going to just say it, patriarchy is not questioned. He's going to need to go to Africa. He's going to need to go Philippines, maybe Thailand. He's Southeast Asia. He's going to need to go someplace, maybe some parts of South America. He's going to have to go someplace where patriarchy is not questioned. LaRon is going to have a hard time sustaining a relationship in the West. I'm going to just say it like that. I don't think he's a bad guy, but that only child syndrome is not going to fly with a lot of Western women because they're going to question the male perspective. They're going to question the patriarchy, good, bad, and different. Okay. But he needs to go someplace where that it is not questioned so much and they respect the men. And that is probably not in the US. I talked to my boy Dom about going abroad. You know what I mean? And I mentioned that I was in Africa. I was in Uganda, where I had met a woman there actually 5 years ago to this day, believe it or not. Five years ago on this day, I was in Africa. And I was in Africa, dating a woman there. And I loved their traditions. I loved how they approached marriage. I loved everything about the culture there, for the most part, And I don't have only child syndrome because I'm not the only child. I'm the oldest of my siblings, of the siblings I lived with. I have another brother, but he didn't live with us. A step brother, but he didn't live with us. But under my roof, I was the oldest child. So I don't have only child syndrome. So I would like to say I was pretty understanding of other people's opinions and things like that, even though I have my own. But LaRon is a guy who just don't get other people's opinion at all. And it's probably going to show up again. That's going to be a problem with Maya. Okay. I would like to think that they can work things out and it can last and they can really, have a future together. But I think LaRon is probably not going to be stable enough to sustain this relationship due to his emotions. As a guy, he seems pretty emotional to me. And, you could probably have a little bit more leeway in a country that respects the patriarchy or respects the men. You know, I will be it would be cool if me and Dom went to Africa together, and LaRon, you can come with us. Okay, let's all go. I got some plugs over there anyway. Let's all go. If you don't work out with Maya, which I don't think you will for the most part, but I could be wrong. I don't know. About a reunion, I hope they still together by the reunion, but I don't know if they still together now. Who will know? Who knows? We'll see. Maybe they'll work it out. It will take some maturity on LaRon part to start respecting Maya's point of view for it to work. So only time will tell if that is what is going to happen. All right. Now, for the remaining people, Chaz, Rashina. Like I said before with Chaz, I think the guy is a cool guy, but I think he's playing the long game, and that means I'm not gonna choose a girl here. I'm gonna open up the market and choose a woman who watching me on TV. So I don't think he's gonna make it to the finale. Rashina, obviously she didn't make it to the finale. She's got eliminated. Okay. And you know, it is what it is. Great woman though. You know, Rashina, I think she is a dope chick, and she definitely deserves happiness. Shout out to Rashina. You know, as far as Vanessa, I don't think that she is going to walk away with this with Chaz, because I think I see what's going on with Chaz. I could be wrong. I don't know how this is going to end, but I don't think the brother's going to make a decision, and that will leave Vanessa out, because that's her only connection is Chaz, you know. So, and am I missing anybody? I don't think I'm missing anybody. It was the final four guys and the 5 women. So there you have it. The last 3 I think is going to be standing is Patrice, Shamika, and Maya. Those are the last 3 women I think is going to be standing, and the men, Alonzo, LaRon, and your boy Justin. Those are the last couples that are going to in my prediction. I could be wrong. We'll see what happens. They're going to meet the parents. We'll see how that goes. Shamika's father is on deck. It's good to see she has a relationship with her father. And he was able to do the show. That's actually a plus for Shamika, that she has a relationship with her father. And you know, we'll see who other parents or family members show up. Looked like Patrice family showed up to ask Chaz some questions about his wealth, you know. So we'll see how all of that goes, but put it in the comments. Who do y'all think is going to last? Who's going to be the last 3 couples or 4 couples standing? If you see that, do you think Chaz and Vanessa are going to make it to the finale? Am I wrong on that, or do you think one of these other couples is not going to make it? That I mentioned, put that in the comments. I really would like to know. Like I said, I'm gonna do a final ranking and who I would drop down on one knee for, as far as the women at the end of the season. You don't want to miss that one. That's gonna be my last ranking. Thanks for watching. If you got this far, you dope. Okay, hit the like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.